Welcome to another Shield Maidens devlog. I've learnt so much so far with Unity, and the more I discover, the more ideas I'm getting on where I want to take my game. I've been working on a roadmap, which I want to share with you at the end of the video, but first let me show you what I've been doing. Our first Shield Maidens antagonist is the Alchemist. Now you don't fight this boss in an old-fashioned one-on-one, instead they've got a huge tank of toxic gas that's trying to slowly poison you to death. And if that wasn't putting the pressure on enough, the Alchemist is also going to throw in little homemade bombs at you while you weave in and out of those pipes. You're probably thinking, well that's okay, I'll just leave the way I came. Nope, that's a big gate and you're locked in. To get past this person, you've got a couple choices. You can use your shield to bounce back the bombs into the tank, or dance around the room dodging the bombs whilst chipping away at the tank with your shield instead. The Alchemist is also quite conveniently sitting above the tank, so once it explodes, they'll be burnt to ash, your exit will be kindly opened, and they'll drop a shit ton of cash. Some advice, mostly for myself: don't spend too long drawing and colouring all your assets on the first attempt. It might be nice to look at and get an idea of how you want the end product to appear, but now working on my second boss, I've only exported the sketch and coloured the body in grey, just so it's easily visible in the alpha version of my game. The reason I say this is because without a doubt, I'm most likely going to come back to the Alchemist and draw every one of its assets anyway. This is because I'm on the part of the learning curve right now, where I'm improving quickly as a beginner artist and animator. Okay, I did say I want to share my roadmap with you at the end of the video. I know this one isn't as long as my other devlogs, but honestly I think there's more value to be had in shorter videos, exploring new content, instead of going through all the how and why technicalities. With this new approach, I'm hoping to be more reliable and consistent with videos in the future, but yeah, let's get into the roadmap. For version 0.4, which we're currently on, I'm going to expand the array of bosses that you stumble across. This includes adding the dual sword wielding berserker, a witch or sorcerer, and some fantasy orc-like monster with a two-handed weapon. Version 0.5 will begin work on a storyline or some sort of objective where the player can have a small settlement and they can pick up quests and create buildings, and a dialogue function will probably be necessary to accommodate this. Version 0.6, I hope to create some new environments, changing up the scenery so that players aren't just pillaging through the same zones all the time, and for 0.7 will likely be a huge art overhaul, as I expect to be much better at animation and art by then. If you want to play the game at its current stage, just remember a lot of it is likely to change as I'm relatively still early into development with this, but you can get a link to the repo through my Discord, which I'll put in the description. Also, it's a cool place to chat to me or ask any questions, plus I have a Share Your Projects channel, which Warthrone is sharing some of his incredible stuff too. Thank you to all those that have been supportive and patient so far, and if you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe.